Hiya, Hoodless here, and welcome back to Leveling Legacy World of Warcraft. You know, this might seem strange to you. I'm back here on my good old Iron Ward high-level warrior, and we are back here in Elven Forest next to Hogger, because this, my friends, is the Stockades episode. Stockades is an instance mainly for the Alliance. It is located in Stormwind City, right here, and in that little tower right there. And it is a really small dungeon without much lore significance, though I do want to cover it and show you guys the insides, the in and outs of the stockades. The intro to Stockades actually starts here with Hogger. Like the Dead Mines that we saw a couple of episodes ago, the Stockades also has been revamped and changed for the better in the Cataclysm expansion, and it basically changed, swapped out a couple of bosses there. Well, the entire dungeon was basically redesigned. Well, the mobs were, in fact. Let's start this video off by fighting Hogger once more with our level 100. And 10. Oh, no, we're only 100. There we go. Hold your blade, adventurer. Here comes the cavalry. Remember this from the warrior or our paladin quests. Gerald Hammond Clay, oh my god. The beast leads the Riverpaw Knoll gang and may be a key to ending the Knoll aggression in Elwyn. We're taking him into custody in the name of King Varian Wrynn. No! Sagar's voice there. Take us to the Stockades, Andromath. And that's the intro for the Stockades, basically. The first introduction of that area. So we are going to head back to Stormwind, and I'll see you there. Now, as we move back to Stormwind, I wanted to check out the lore for the dungeon. So you want to go here to the Adventure Journal, you want to go to Classic, and then you can check out the Stockade right there. So the Stormwind Stockade is a closely guarded prison built beneath the canals of Stormwind City. Warden Thelwater keeps watch over the stockade and the highly dangerous criminals who call it home. Recently, the inmates revolted, overthrowing their guards and plunging the prison into a state of pandemonium. So the first version of the Stockades back in Vanilla basically had a couple of orcs. I think they were Blackrock orcs, and then you had the Defias that were captured there. And the Defias leader there, he basically led a revolt inside the prison. This is pretty much standard prison themes in most popular media, and you had to defeat him. I think his name was Basil Thread or something like that, Basil Thread or something. But here you see the Stockades. It's definitely hard to get here when you are a horde because it's guarded by these level 100 guards, so it might be quite difficult. And you can use this meeting stone here to summon people in. So if you're able to kill these two guards here and summon people in without being killed by Alliance players, then you're good to go as a horde. The hordes do have a dungeon in their capital as well, so they're good. They have that favor, I guess. So we're gonna change the dungeon difficulty to normal. This one doesn't have an heroic mode. So we're gonna go inside down here into discovered Lion's Rest. That seems random. Let's go inside as we see this old picture wallpaper with some bars and cages. So here we see some of these rowdy troublemakers that has escaped and some petty criminals. The options or the goal down here is to defeat the prisoners of the stockade. So let's take a look at the journal again, and we will get some information about these prisoners. Oh, that's not the journal. This is the journal. So we have Hogger, of course. We will see we have Randolph Moloch, and Lord Overheat. So let's start with Randolph Moloch. Moloch has been identified as the ringleader of the prison revolt. He's convict AC-317. Given his connections to the House of Nobles, however, the use of lethal force to subdue this convict is not authorized. So he has some connections with the nobles. As you can see on the image there, he still has the old human model. Interesting. Next is Lord Overheat. He's a convict not available. Charges for homicide. This guy is charged for embezzlement, fraud, theft, and homicide. So a horrible guy. The natural disasters wrought by the Cataclysm caused elementals to erupt into the prison complex, slaughtering half of the inmates upon arrival. Removing these incensed threats is imperative to restoring order to the stockades. We gotta take care of those elementals there. As you can see, not really heavy lore going on right there. And lastly, Hogger Convict SC55 Hogger. Charges too many to list here, in fact. Imprisoning the Riverpaw leader has come at a high cost, including the partial blinding of the warden. Oh. Fearing that Hogger might escape, Fellwater has authorized the Knoll termination with extreme prejudice. So the Knoll's termination is, yeah, you gotta be careful there. Let's talk to Rifle Commander Ko. As you can see, these guys are held back by a couple of these guards and some riflemen. You know, I wouldn't be happy being these guys standing here with the riflemen at the back. Being shot in the back is not a pleasant feeling. Let's talk to Ko.
How are you?
Remain steady, always. The good old switcheroo. Oh, read it like this one. Look, I'd love to give the order and have my men blast these rebels to bits right now, but I can't because the entire stockade is under Warden Fellwater's jurisdiction, and he only wants to contain them right now. Rather than disobey orders, we're going to take care of this in a slightly different manner. We've managed to befriend Mortimer Moloch, who just so happens to be the ruthless rebel leader Randolph Moloch's twin. Kill Randolph and we'll switch him so Mortimer can stop the rebellion peacefully. So
see you around.
Yeah, you know, these are the plots in Cataclysm. So we're gonna kill the guy and we're gonna put his twin in there. So here you see there is the nurse. She's helping these guards out. They have been damaged by the revolt. And there is a light well. Pretty poor bottle for that one. Let's start with the nurse. Lillian.
You need something?
Not Lillian Voss, fortunately, but this is another one. By fire be saved, not purged. I'm well versed in the first aid and other forms of healing, and with the help of my light well, I've been able to nurse many of our men back to full health. The problem we still have is that it's so cold and damp down here that I'm losing them anyways, despite healing their wounds. The quakes angered the elementals that reside in the prison. When they erupted out of the earth, they slaughtered half of our prisoners. If you slay their leader, Lord Overheat, and bring me his core, I can use it to warm our men. Pretty standard. We to keep the heat going. And here we have Mortimer Moloch. This is the guy we're going to put in as the fake leader, Switcheroo. And we have the warden here, Fellwater. He looks damaged, and he did lose his sight. He's blind here, as you can see. Alright, at least he has an eye patch. Iron Ward, I'm afraid I must ask you the impossible. The Knoll King, that's the quest. I received my eye patch because he willed it so. Countless thousands have perished to his wrath. It was only by sheer miracle that we were able to imprison him here. Doing so was a grave mistake. We held out as long as we could, but then they came. From the shadows and darkness, Knolls in service of Hager ripped my best men to pieces. You must defeat the Knoll King, lest he mounts another attack and slaughters us all in cold, bloodthirsty rage. No one can defeat him. Yeah, the legacy of Hager lives on. So back in vanilla, he used to be a huge threat to new players. He was the first elite you basically fought as a human. And that made him considerably more dangerous. He has thousands of lives have perished to him, in fact, so he's not lying there. Luckily, though, we can just go back and res ourselves up to life. As you can see, these I wonder how they're going to fix the prison here, because as you can see, these bars have been broken up. These don't seem too humane to me. What are they doing to the prisoners here? Somebody call the human right movement, because what is going on here? We have torture devices here. As you can see, the Alliance, well, they have their methods. So let's charge in here. This is the first room of the boss. As you can see here, this is the layout of the stockades. We are beneath the canals, as you can see. This is the entrance tower. And we are going to take care of Moloch here. Then we have Hager to the left, and we have Overheat to the right. Luckily, this dungeon is actually pretty cool. You can do these in either way you want to. So you can pick and choose which one you want to go first. Usually it would be a lot of people just skip to Hager. But I think it's a good idea to go here first, then go Overheat, then go to Hager as the last boss. So let's go in here and do the switcheroo first. Here we see Moloch, not Randolph Murdoch. Matt Murdoch here. And let's go and fight him. Might be something special with him. We'll see. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Randolph Marlock, and I will be killing you all today. Yeah, we'll see about that, mate. He has a wildly stabbing. Horrible. Let's take him down. Ugh. My epic schemes, my great plans, gone. Oh no. Poor guy. So he did drop his wicked dagger. And here is Mortimer Marlock going to take his place. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure if there is an event here. I haven't stayed until the end here. Does it stand here? Egad, my sophisticated heart. Ah! He collapses from a heart attack. Oh no! This is horrible. Aha! Who's going to stop the revolt now? Oh well. Guess that's the last of them. Too much of a horrible sight. Here you can see the elementals have sprung forth out of the earth. Or more like a fire. This was like a consequence of Deathwing burning or landing and basically setting Stormwind on fire during the Cataclysm. In the intro cinematic, you see that he's landing on the top of the entranceway to Stormwind. You don't really have to clear out all these holes here. If you're doing this at a low level, you might aggro the mobs on the sides. At least you used to be able to. And there's also this room here. We see Lord Overheat. And have these small rooms on the sides that you can clear out if you want additional experience. Let's go and take care of Overheat. All must burn. That's all he says. Fire extinguished. Woo! And we get the Lord Overheat's fiery core. Got some pants and some cheap elemental core right there. It's a pretty small dungeon, as you can see, but it does have some nifty uses, especially now when you are leveling up. You can go through here and get the nice dungeon bonus really quickly because it's such a short dungeon, so you'll be able to beat the whole place within a matter of minutes. And that's really nice if you want to level up quickly, of course. Here you see this area is surrounded with these river pawn gnolls. And they have shaman and stuff. We met these guys over in Westfall and in Elwyn. And they're trying to keep Hagar here. Let's go and kill him. There are men standing at your gate. Let's go kill them. Huh. There we go. Yippee! And we get the achievement Stormwind Stockade. This ends here, Hagar. Yeah, here comes Warden Thelwater. He's dead? How lousy have you been? It's simply too good to be true. You couldn't have killed him so easily. You are truly great heroes for vanquishing the Gnoll King. People all throughout Elven Forest and Westfall will speak highly of your triumph for years to come. Thank you. Oh yeah. And now he drops Hagar's trousers. You can keep those with us. Which is nice. Let's turn in the quest here.
What can I do?
You have performed a deed this day unlike any I have seen in my long career. Hagar's death will plague the Riverfall for years to come, and hopefully put an end to their attacks on our people. Greatest of heroes, please take this as a sign of my eternal gratitude.
Be careful.
We did get a ring there. We get Hagar's shiny. Oh, that was a terrible voice. What am I doing here? Let's get out back and deliver the core to the nurse, and then we can talk to the guy instigating the switcheroo. As you can see, you can walk through the entrance in like 10 seconds, which is really nice. Let's talk to the nurse first. Where are you, nurse? Nursey Lillian, hello.
Hey there.
Do you have the core? Our men are dying in here. Thank goodness, with this fire our men will live through this ordeal. Thank you so much, hero. So you get some silver, and you see this is the fire that is made by the core, so they're being hot, which is a nice detail, the bonfire there. And here we have the rifle commander.
Hey there.
Yes, Mortimer just faked his own death. He'll probably take his brother's name and continue on his epic schemes. Oh, he's faked his own death. What's
See
that?
you later.
He faked his death? He's gone now? Whoa, he tricked even me. Whoa. Oh my god, he's gone. They're both gone. Oh, plot twist. I didn't even know that happened. But I guess he was sentenced for embezzlement and stuff, so
Good day
Mortimer
to you.
just faked his own death. He'll probably take on his brother's name, continue his own epic schemes. We'll just have to deal with that when the time comes.
Have a good one.
Ah, so that's the twist at the end of Stockade. Maybe we'll see more to that guy in the upcoming videos on our leveling series, Leveling Legacy. I hope you guys enjoyed this short video on the Stockades. We'll be doing more of these every time we get to the fitting level for the dungeon. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Leveling Legacy or in Legion. Yeah, have fun until then, and goodbye.